Hello everyone, here is the next module in which we'll study about working with math module. Before start studying about math module, we must know what is the standard library. Standard library is a collection of many modules available for different types of functionalities. Like time module is there for time related functions, string module for string manipulation functions, math module for all math related function which works on real numbers. For implementing this module, firstly we need to write import statement import math. After that we can use any function which is available in math module. So math dot function name. This is the syntax for implementing this function. First function is sqrt. The sqrt function, as the name itself implies, it returns the square root of the number. But if the number is less than 0, domain error will occur because the square root of negative number is complex number which is not the real number. Syntax for this function is math.sqrt. In the brackets will specify the number for which we have to calculate the square root. Example, math.sqrt 144.0 will give you 12, that is 12 is the square root of 144. If we write math.sqrt 256.0, it will give you 16, that is 16 is the square root of 256. Next function is POW, which means it will return the power. So for returning the power, one number raised to the another number. So power function returns base raised to exponent power, and this function returns domain error if the base is less than 0, that is base is negative and exponent is not an integer. We'll learn this concept by example. The syntax of the function is math.pow base comma exponent. Example, if we have written math.pow 6.0 comma 2.0, that means 6 raised to power 2, it will give 36. Next is, if we have written math.pow 0 comma 1.0, so a number raised to power 1 will give you 0. Now the next is math.pow minus 3.0 comma 1.2, that is base is negative and the exponent is not an integer, so it will give you the domain error. Students, please remember that in this 0 raised to power 1 will give you 0, not 1.0. It is written by mistake. Next is ceil function. The ceil function returns ceiling value of the number, that is smallest integer, but that number should not be less than the number specified. Let's learn this statement by the help of example. The syntax will be math.ceil number. Example, math.ceil minus 34.11. This will give you minus 34 because the nearest integer is minus 34 or minus 35. But the number should not be less than the number. Minus 35 is less than minus 34.11. So it will give you minus 34. Now next is example is of positive numbers. Math.ceil 124.38. The nearest integers are 124 and 125. So it will give you 125 because the number or the integer should not be less than number. Next is floor function. It returns the largest integer which is not greater than number. Again we'll learn it with example. Minus 34.11. Now the nearest integers are minus 34 and minus 35. We have to find the integer that should not be greater than number. So minus 34 is greater than minus 34.11 and minus 35 is less than. So the answer of floor value will be minus 35. Next example is of positive numbers. 125.03. So 125.03 will have the nearest integer as 125 or 126. But we have to find the number which is not greater than the number. So answer will be 125. Next is the function fabs, which returns the absolute value of the number. The syntax is math.fabs number. Example, if we have written minus 1.03. It will give you 1.03, that is its magnitude. Now the next function is 123.6, which will give you the value as it is because it has to find the magnitude. It ignores the sign of the function. Now the next function is sign function, which returns the sign value of the argument, and the value of argument must be in radians. Syntax is math.sign argument. Example, math.sign 3.142. As we know that in radians pi is equivalent to 180 degree and the value of pi is 3.142, and we know sine 180 degree is 0, so that's why it is giving the value 0.0004, which is equivalent to 0. Next function is cos function, which gives the cosine value of the argument. The value of the argument must be in radians. Syntax is math.cos argument. The argument must be in radians. Again, if we write 3.142, so that means pi cos 180 degree is minus 1. It will give the value minus 0.999, which is equivalent to minus 1. Next function is tangent. The tangent function returns the tangent of the argument. Again, the value of argument must be in radians. If we have written math.tan 3.142 or 180 degree, then it will give you math.tan 3.142. if we have written, it will give you the value equivalent to 0.0004. Now next function is degrees, which converts angle x from radians to degrees. Syntax is math.degrees x. Example, if I have written math.degrees 3.14. So 3.14 is in the radians, that is the value of pi. It will convert it into the degrees, that is 180 degree. So it will give you the output as 179.91, which is equivalent to 180 degree. Next is the function radians. Radians converts angle from degree to radians. Syntax is math.radians x. Example, if we have written 179.91 or we have written 3.142, then it will give you the value according to that. So thank you all for watching the module. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section of the video.